Hello. Welcome.
Good morning.
The allergies are going insane.
Good morning.
Hola.
Good
Hello.
morning, you guys. Wait, is it morning? It's the afternoon.
Good evening.
Well, it's
Yes.
it's morning for you in the sense that you just woke up.
What year is it right now?
2024.
Oh.
We're like, we had to take like a week break for you to rest in that field. So we had pre-recorded that last episode, like the episode 12.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now it's
Hey.
episode 13. It's October 5th, 2024.
Yes.
Lucky 13, eh? Very
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
That's right.
13. Old enough to drink.
Feeling good?
Not really.
Wait, who's that down there? Is that Endo?
Oh, yeah. Hey, sorry guys. It was just why are you in my house?
There's no shot this is your house. This is
You
the
live
ugliest
here?
house I've ever seen in my life.
You did some redecorating. I love it. Like, I love that you need 4 beds. You got kids or?
No, they're just my friends. You can't see them.
I see.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
The asbestos in this house is like my allergies. Both of my nose holes are like clogged right now because of the allergies in this place.
I like the open floor plan you got going on though. It's nice. The lighting's good.
Yeah, very spacious. Great for any floating beings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, Hyun, your skin looks great. It's glowing.
Oh, thank you.
You know, you're glowing tonight. You got a
Yeah, I
new,
feel pretty good.
yeah. I mean, you look good.
Well rested?
I mean, I feel fully rested. I never had such a great nap for a
I
while.
mean, you were asleep for over a week. So.
Yeah. Doctor's
Yeah,
orders.
He's got that pregnancy glow.
He does. That's what I was saying.
Hey,
That's what I'm
yo,
like,
what
what,
the-
yeah. You pre-gat? What the hell?
No, man, no, dude. I just feel so rested. I'm about like 50% transparency right now. Like, you get that feeling?
Yeah, no,
You just
I
feel so
get
much
that.
lighter.
I get that.
Like a weight has been lifted off his chest.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't even feel my legs.
Come home from a long day of work and you're just fully opaque. Oh,
All right, this bit has gone down.
What bit? Let's move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. What's up, guys? Episode 13 of Dojocast. We have a very special guest. Probably going to be one of my favorite guests because I'm biased against this little old man over here. We got Endo in the house finally. I think you're one of the most requested people to come on, Endo. Did you know that?
I didn't actually, but that is that's very lovely.
Yeah, you still got people that remember you, man. Like, you got some fans still, man.
It amazes
time.
me because I don't give them what they deserve, which is regular uploads.
Trust me, they don't deserve anything. But
This is fully conscious, Hyun.
Yeah.
hey, I'm dead,
Careful.
man. I got nothing else to lose.
You ain't dead. You're
I
just
just
You're
say
not
whatever
dead.
I
You're
want.
fine. You're fine. You're well rested.
You're
dude.
Cancel me,
fine.
I dare you.
No. Listen,
Cancel
we
me.
need your rotting corpse to keep this community alive, okay?
Yeah, you're holding it together, dude. What do you mean, dude?
Someone paint out those puppet strings.
Oh man.
All right, we'll get you
All
fixed
right,
up
so,
later, but
Yeah. So Endo, we didn't have an icebreaker today, but because it's so easy. It's so
no,
easy.
I have an icebreaker actually. Screw you guys.
All right.
You mentioned asbestos earlier, and that can never be a good segue. But I used to be a chimney sweep. I was a lead mason of a chimney sweep, and in one of our jobs, I'll make this a quick one. We had to remove the entire chimney, structure and all, from this person's home. So we pretty much destroyed. We destroyed the chimney. There was just a gaping hole in the roof. And during the first portion, when we started opening it up, of course, this house was built in like the 70s or something, where asbestos was normal to use for insulation.
Oh my God.
And our other lead, like our lead technician, dropped on in there, and in order to try and combat the toxic fumes and the glass that's in the asbestos, or whatever the fuck is going on with asbestos.
Yeah.
I had an air mover, which is pretty much a big blower where it sucks in air from the sides and blows it out one direction. But it was heavy, and we couldn't really prop it onto anything. But I thought that would help his air situation. I almost dropped it on him.
Oh my god.
That thing weighed like maybe 80 to 100 pounds.
Jesus.
Oh my! I mean, at least you did as best as you could.
Oh my god, I'm leaving.
Oh my god.
No, just turn off the stream. Just turn it off. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Kill me now.
Okay, we can move on. That's all.
All right. Well, Endo, it's nice to have you, man. I've heard the biggest news regarding Endo. A lot of you don't know, but he literally couldn't join the podcast last week because he was getting married. Oh my god.
Oh my, dude.
Congratulations.
How
Thank you so much. It's
dude.
It's crazy to think that I was a boy, but now I'm a boy with all the powers of a real man.
And now he's a man.
You're fully evolved.
Oh
dude.
man!
We did
Oh,
it.
man. We did it.
We started from the bottom, and now we're here.
No,
in a
we're
freaking
here.
old house.
Well, congratulations.
Dude, how did it go? What was that like, man? I'm sure a lot of us don't even know. I mean, some of us know, but a lot of us don't know how marriage is like.
Well, the day itself went really good. It was supposed to be the only day of the week that was going to be raining, but so we're just like, why? But
Yeah.
It all worked out. Great day, and it was like super close, just 10 parents and siblings only.
yeah.
Just,
Oh, that's the best.
I mean, I prefer small weddings, honestly.
because we did like a little pre-engagement thing with like friends and stuff, and the night just whizzes by and you don't really get to just talking to everyone all night.
Yeah. But damn, man, it's a whole new chapter for you now. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
I'm so
crazy.
happy.
Who could have thought,
Happy for
huh?
Who'd have thought? Huh? Look at
Hey,
us. Hey,
Mrs.
look at us.
Endo, lucky woman. You know what I'm saying? Luckiest woman alive.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
So let's get to the topics because we have
Wait,
a lot to
announcements,
talk
right?
about. Oh,
We have announcements?
Oh,
We have
yeah, we did have an announcement.
Hey!
I almost forgot.
This is the exact opposite of last week's episode.
Yes,
We now feel
yes.
so disorganized.
Yeah.
Yes. I was supposed to actually go through this before, but this is all new stuff, so I'll try to cover it quickly. We have Dojo Duels news. Our previous moderator, Magnetic. I don't know if you guys know him. I think a lot of you do. Is making an event called the Duelist Fusion Art Trade. It's where I need to read this.
Just read it verbatim.
Okay. You will receive 2 random characters to combine into one. Okay. How you go about this is up to you. It could be one wearing the outfit of the other, swapping powers and abilities, or mashing all aspects of them into a single character. So you're pretty much trying to fuse 2 OCs into one, I think, right? And with the help of Magnetic, we changed the naming of some of the dueling channels on our Discord server to make it easier for newcomers to navigate the space in our Discord. So, like, if you guys frequent our Discord, which is in the link below, you might see that the duels section is kind of swapped around and some things have changed. But yeah, we're testing it out right now to see how it goes. Also, we have new channels for people writing backstories and lore about your duelists and the world of Sierra. So if you have a duelist already, we pretty much made like a dedicated section for lore, where you can make like threads and stuff to focus on writing some lore stuff or posting lore things. in that channel. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's pretty much we did some Dojo Duels stuff.
Cool.
If you want more info about the Fusion art trade, there's going to be a link for that in the description below, probably after this podcast. I'm actually adding it right now, but it'll show up when you refresh. But yeah, that's it for the announcements.
Cool beans.
Alright.
So we shall we get into the topics then?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no,
Well,
yeah,
that's it
that's
for
fine.
today, guys. All right.
That was easy. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Good episode. Good episode. So yeah, Endo, I think a lot of people are gonna be very interested to know what got you first into animation / stick figure animating.
Yeah,
Classic question.
It is a great question, actually, and I think I can pinpoint it to. I think I was, you're always interested in cartoons and stuff, but I think it was early on in school. They actually had Flash on the computers, and it was the
No
craziest
way.
thing.
In your
So I
school?
Yeah, it was super random, and I can't remember if I was doing like paint slides and putting them in Windows Movie Maker first.
Oh,
you could-
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You could import every frame and drag it down to like 1 second.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've done that too. We've all done that as oldies.
Yeah, and then some friends would be like, "Yeah, that's how I do my stuff," and then they're like, "Oh, really? Because I just tap through PowerPoint." I'm like, "What?" you can essentially double frame just using your own timing.
Oh yeah, dude. I've made some crazy animations on PowerPoint. Like it's actually not a bad program for animation if you think about it.
You could make
No.
animation in PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is this
Oh, yeah.
You
Minecraft?
just make a new slide. A new slide is a new frame, and then you just make it go through that like super fast.
Yep.
So
You
could
just tap the arrow
could I
keys.
make this in PowerPoint?
Oh, hell
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Oh easy.
If you try really
Yeah.
hard and you believe.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny because I just remember discovering Flash at school and everyone was just on it and making cool stuff.
Mhm.
Well, I thought it was cool at the time. I can't remember. It's probably all sorts of random things.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I need to get myself this Flash. Like, how could it be? And I looked online, and I was but a small child with not a single dollar to my name. I see it was like $700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy intimidating price. Yeah.
That's a lot of lawns mowed.
Yeah. It's a lot of
This
doubloons.
one. And then randomly, I went to just this like art class thing. It was outside of school. Met this
Yeah.
kid, and he turned out to be my neighbor, and he knew how to acquire things.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
And he's like, "Hey, man, yeah, crazy you say that. I actually have it on a disc at home." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Good old CD disc.
Yep. Changed
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and all while this is happening, obviously it's like Stick Death, all sorts of animation websites, Newgrounds,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was ended up being
Time frame was this? Like 2000 what?
2000.
I don't want to say.
5, 6, 7.
No,
I'd say
yeah,
it's around
definitely.
2000.
Definitely. Much earlier on. Yeah.
Really?
I'm young though, so
Wait, how old are you right now, Andy?
no.
Write that down.
Yeah.
I was one when I started getting into Flash 15
Yeah.
years ago, so
1987.
back in my day.
Oh man.
I'm actually not sure what the exact year was, but yeah, it was definitely a while ago.
So was this in like high school? Wait, when you say school, do you mean like high school or like junior
No,
high or?
in New Zealand at the time, it's like intermediate school, which is randomly 2 years. Some schools, some high schools would have these 2 years where you're like 12, 13, like in the same school as where high school students would be, but some would be just completely separate, and it's like just those 2 years.
Okay.
That's what I did. But yeah, it was in there. So like, 12, 13, I think.
Dang, that's crazy. So yeah, you started way before I did then, because I started when I was like 17, 18 or something like that.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you were a late bloomer, Hyun.
Oh yeah, I was
Every
very late
interview we've
bloomer.
had, everyone starts when they're like just out the womb.
I'm
like
jealous,
10 to
dude. I'm jealous.
It's like 10 to 13 seems to be when people are like
Yeah.
are just about starting, you know, or just beginning their interest. Do you remember any like specific animation that got you like, all right, I'm doing stick figures? Was there anything you saw that really triggered that?
I think it probably would be, and I don't want to sound like a classic answer, but it's like Stick Death stuff and Xiao Xiao.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, dude.
It's just,
It's
I don't
always
know.
that.
Yeah, there's just something about it. I like just the cool fight scenes, and I was always drawn to animation stuff. You know, when you just kind of like plan out animations in your head when you hear a song or something.
Yes.
It just happens. all the
100%.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, just pretty much
Cool.
that, and
What-
probably the ease of drawing them, I guess, being more interested in the movement earlier on rather than the art.
Yeah. Nice.
What-
And-
What was like the first community that you joined? Like, you know, after you got in, you started animating a little bit. You saw Stick Death, but Stick Death didn't have like a place to be. You know, was Fluidanims one of the first communities you joined, or did you find somewhere else first?
It actually wasn't. This is such an embarrassing story. So it was Shiftlimits.
Yeah, ain't
Oh,
nothing
hey,
wrong with
yeah,
shift limits.
nothing-
Nobody
no,
knows
not at
about
all.
shift limits.
But this is because I was like searching online for sound effects, and it came up, and I didn't know what a forum was. I went on there. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure there's a preview or something, or maybe it just looked like a good pack, like fight pack. Yes. And I go to download it, and it's like 50 posts before you can download. What is this? And so,
Yeah,
So-
those of you who don't know what Shift Limits is, it's like a very small community made by this guy named Jeff. It was like this really edgy kind of underground stick figure community. And then I think I joined Shift Limits for the same reason why you did, Endo. I was looking for sound effects.
Yep.
And then they have a resource section, but you can't download the sound effect unless you have like 50 posts in the forum. So like I was like, oh man, dude, I need these. These are such good ones. And then
yeah.
I just started. It like kind of forced me to kind of break out of my shell and like start, you know, actually interacting with people, just so I can get those juicy sounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
My story's more embarrassing because I didn't really realize like what the place is for, so I just started posting like random things and spamming.
You started spamming.
I was like, let me get that 50 posts right now. So yeah, that guy got banned, and then
Oh,
Oh,
and then I was
man,
like,
rest in
okay.
peace.
So I was like, oh, let's just take a closer look and actually see what this is about.
So this
Yeah.
is Shift Limits. I can only find it in.
what?
That
What?
is-
That is not it.
This is not it.
Okay. If it's it must have been a version that existed for such because it was really like a blue,
Yeah, it was like dark.
dark blue.
It
That's
kind of
crazy.
looked because it's kind of
Okay.
similar to how the old dojo looked, but a little bit darker, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
crazy.
yeah, it was a very niche little community that I joined because of the sounds. And that's
Yeah,
where I met
it-
Mikkel. That's where I first messaged Mikkel, I think, because I wanted to get into the IRC server. And so I messaged Mikkel, being like, "Hello, Mr. Mikkel, sir. could you please give me the details on how to join the IRC, please?" And then luckily he answered my DM, like some random kid. And then he got me access to the site of the IRC channels.
I
Okay,
was
let me
too
try
scared
this
to
one.
talk to him, but
No.
What is
What?
that?
I don't know.
I don't think that. Wait, I think that. Wait, is that
Could it be it? Could
I
it
think
be
that
it?
is it. It's just that the colors are all kind of wrong. Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
is it.
I think okay. I think I know why. I think it's because of how. That's it. I could tell for sure.
oh yeah,
For sure, that's it. Based off of just the even if the stuff isn't
Yeah.
loading properly,
Okay.
they got the duck. The duck icon was definitely big. So you were
Yeah.
at Shiftlimits for a while, and then you kind of segued into Fluidanims because you became like a huge staple of Fluidanims, obviously.
yeah. Well,
So like, what got you there?
I'm not sure exactly, but I probably just naturally found my way there because, like Hyun said, I saw people like McCool and stuff on Shiftlimits, and it's just like he just felt so far beyond where I was.
Right?
Dude, they were
too
scary.
scared.
They were scary.
Yeah, I was too scared to message him the way I was doing. But yeah, and then you just find, I guess people just talk about different forums, or you'll see animations posted, and it's like Fluidanims,
Yeah.
sick. And then
Yeah.
you guys had like the whole portal system and stuff, so
Yeah, the Fluidanims portal was sick, dude. That was like, I went there. I set that as my homepage because it was like, I just loved Fluidanims portal.
I would just
Yeah.
farm it all day, dude. I'd sit there and refresh just to wait for new things to come in, like
Yeah.
nonstop.
It was
Um,
like the Newgrounds portal, but like
Yeah,
for us, like specifically built for us, so it was like really special.
yeah, exactly. I think that's what I liked about it as well, because the Newground system was so I don't know, anyone who's competitive or just wants to try and get, I tried for so long to not get my animations blammed.
yeah, blam, dude. Oh my, I
Yeah.
totally forgot about that. Blam, for those who don't know, is like if it's so bad on Newgrounds, there you can give it a low enough vote, and if it gets enough low votes, then essentially the system and the people who are watching it can get it removed from the portal before it comes out of review for other people to see it. So that was
It's
being
blammed.
blammed. It gets blammed.
I think
don't wanna get
Hero.
Yeah, if you have enough
Like
friends and if you
rating.
hate someone enough, you can just
Yep.
blam their video, dude.
Yeah, I think it's smoked.
Oh, dude, there it is, the old food.
Oh,
my
the
God.
old
Oh
school
no,
food.
dude,
Oh
the
my
last post.
God, the
No.
Okay, I didn't.
Ah.
I didn't read the whole thing. My bad. Didn't mean to cause some
That's
trauma.
I'm
cool,
gonna
though.
cry. I'm gonna
I love it,
cry.
though.
Just head back up.
Yeah.
Here, but
The iconic RHG idle animations, dude. I had some people that told me that there was refreshes that didn't count on the website, like the view counter, because people were like, I just sit there and refresh, look at the RHG idle animations like all day, because the little guys on the left and right would just refresh randomly, or
You
would
gotta bring
be a
those back.
random load.
100%.
So was
Yeah,
that,
those are
was
so
that
cool.
the inspiration for like the animations that were in the corner of the dojo site?
Yeah, it was the same reason.
Oh wow.
We wanted to bring that back.
They're so fun. They were so much fun. People could submit them, and there was like a folder that you could just like upload to, and then we just approve them as they'd come in. They just did like small parameters, and you can just be on the
Yeah,
website just like
yeah.
that.
So cool.
Wow.
So cool.
Yeah.
And what a nostalgia trip.
Oh.
Take you back.
I'll take it on screen. Don't worry. It's okay. Stop remembering.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm on.
So yeah, Endo. Yeah. So like, like we became friends really early in Fluidanims. Like I think you were one of my first friends because, oh man, back in the day when we used to chat in like MSN, and you send me messages and stuff, and we just talk that way, like one on one. Like you remember those times? Those are crazy. And then like we'd always message each other, be like, "Dude, we're gonna make it one day." You remember that?
No, I'm gonna show them all. No.
Yeah, dude. We're like, dude, we're gonna be just like we're gonna be them one day, and you understand me? Like we're gonna make it.
I felt like
Just
I was
like
grabbing you by the collar. Hyun, you've got this.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, and we've been friends for ever since, which is a very, very long time ago. But yeah, I think the one of the reasons why I like vibed with you so much is like just your style and like your comedic timing when it comes to every single one of your animations. It's like I just feel like no matter what the animation is, just based on like the humor, I can just tell that it's like one of your animations, you know.
Oh,
So like I guess the question for me was like where does that kind of like I don't know that endo humor come from? Like where do you think it kind of stems from based on how you grew up? Oh, okay, we should probably.
Sorry about that.
well,
No, that's fine. Hey, they're just stick figures. Okay, hey, nothing.
It's stick figures.
well, I mean, if you look at my house, just look around. That's probably the reason.
Oh man, I mean that makes
No.
sense.
No, I don't know. Like, it's probably a mix of cartoons I watched growing up, and I feel like I always, even like just circling back to the how I got started, I just made like stop motion things whenever I could, just steal my mom's camera and like
Yeah.
I feel like it just amplified over time. I guess I'm just silly. And
Yeah. I mean, it like I feel like your humor has not changed. It's always been consistently just like wacky endo humor, and like even the animations that I see from you coming out like today, which we will see pretty soon. It's like it's very textbook endo humor, which I love.
Yeah. It's super is.
it's funny because I actually I don't really think about it, I guess. Like I'm not sitting there going like, oh, I better make sure this is like me. I just kind
Yeah,
of
it's organically you. It's organically you. I think that's what's so special about it and why it's so identifiable. Is like it just comes out naturally. You're just animating the thing that comes to you the most comfortably. I mean, look at this. Like the faces and stuff. Like that's what always got me was they're endo faces. I don't know. There's no other way to describe it that the
Endo
faces are endo faces.
And like the super long, lanky stick figure style. That
So
always
smooth
stuck.
too. So smooth.
Yeah, all single framed animation as well.
Yep, creamy as hell.
the patience on that guy. How did he do it? I don't know.
I don't know how you did it, dude. I don't know
No,
how you did
dude.
it. That's why I think like I mean like since you're just married now, I feel like you'll be like the perfect dad because you already have the dad humor built in. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
Yeah,
You got it. It's in there, dude.
I already belt out some dad jokes just to get prepared, you know.
Like, that's the best way to do it. Just have them ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just find it's always like I guess animations where there's no pressure. You kind of just let it rip. Like for the longest time I didn't do storyboards. But for a lot of like the later stuff I definitely did because it helps a lot. But you just sort of like roll with it.
I mean, so speaking about like how your style is so iconic, there's one animation that I feel like we have to watch. All right.
Oh yeah.
And this has been a conspiracy theory for the past like 10 years. Is this one animation by Bagoose called Johnson? All right.
Oh,
Who's that? Who's that?
So those of you who don't know Johnson, okay, we should just watch it. We should just watch it, and then the chat can tell us what you think.
I haven't seen this yet.
It has audio from what's it called? The Matrix, but we should just play it with the audio. We have to. Just
Okay.
demonetize this video. It's fine.
You care a lot about this.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Here we go.
That's good. Gotta do it for the vine.
Let me pause our
Johnson?
background music real quick.
Yeah, pause the background music.
Alright,
Is this
here
so?
we
This
go.
is old or new?
This is old.
This was released in March of 2019. But it's very undercore.
Yeah, this is so epic. This is a duelist, by the way. It's a real duelist. Jesus Christ, what is he doing? Dude, those cheeks, bro.
I want that pelvis. No. What? This is so Endo. What the hell?
Okay. So that was randomly released into our community about like 9 years ago, okay?
Okay.
And we're like, dude, this is no way. Like, this has to be Endo. Like, who's this Bagoose guy? Because this Bagoose guy came out of nowhere. And then he, like you could just tell that it was Endo, like 100%. I knew instantly, like literally instantly. I already knew it was Endo. But like, dude, you have to confirm it today, Endo. We have to have answers for this because it's been a conspiracy for so long. It's you, right, Endo? It's you. It has to be.
Man, who the hell is this guy? I don't.
Stop, dude. Stop, dude. You're lying. You're lying.
No way.
Just confirm it's you, and then we can move on with the next topic.
Live our lives, dude.
All right. Yeah, it's me.
I knew it, dude.
I can't tell if it's like real or if it's like he's playing into the bit.
No,
you know what?
okay. Yeah, it was me. I'll confirm it. So
Hell yeah.
it was back in 2019. I was like, how fun would it be to revisit those times when you were just like a random guy making a duelist and just like no pressure, because I just felt pressure making something about like Chuck or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just make it something really silly. I guess like relatively low effort.
Wow.
But I couldn't hide it from you guys. It was again one of those things where I didn't think about it. I should have known.
But I'm gonna be honest. This is probably the best animation you've made, like today.
You tried your best. You tried your best doing brush too. I could tell because like you're like, oh, if I do my line stuff the same way, we're gonna just get picked out immediately. So you're like, all right, whatever. I'll do like I'm gonna pepper a bunch of brush in here. Maybe I can hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think it's past you guys.
Dude, you can't hide the frames, dude.
I mean, you fooled me. I thought it was just someone who was really influenced by your style, just dropped one animation and dipped. Because we see that fairly often in the community, where a person will just drop a killer animation and then we never see them again.
Yep.
That is true.
Oh, really?
That is true.
So I mean, I was like, it was reasonable. Like, it couldn't have been Endo, but it was really suspicious how accurate it was to your style.
Yes. The wiggles. That's what sells it immediately. Is like how the wiggling, like the like
and
really
all the
high
single
FPS.
frames. The single frames is what sold
Yeah.
it to me, and just the character movement.
That smoke too.
The effects.
Oh, and the tween shots.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, for such a quote unquote low effort animation, there's such high effort into this. It just has to be Endo because he's the only one that would like go 100% into a meme like this. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to like say I didn't put effort because I definitely did.
Oh
But it was,
yeah, 100%.
like, just one of those situations where you're like, I can just do it whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That right there, that did it for me. The purple guy turning and the face wiggling just a little, like really fast. That was like 100%.
Oh man.
Right,
Well,
right
I can
there, the
die.
wiggle.
Ironically, it's this shot that would have most given it away because this it just feels like such an Endo thing to do. You know?
Yeah.
Is
That
the tween
shot
shot.
for sure.
Wonderful.
Damn. Well, all right. Well,
There it is.
Wow.
There it is, you
Conspiracy
guys.
over.
Here's the answer.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
I'm so
over.
sorry. What's next? What's the next conspiracy?
I mean, you could just retire now, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I can just die happy.
Yep.
I mean, I'm already dead. I mean, I don't know. I'm not dead. I'm
Yeah, you're
alive.
fine. You're rested. You're rested.
But now I can die happy if I wanted to.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's talk about some Beard Ninja because I don't know if you know this, Endo, but Beard Ninja has 13 million views right now on our YouTube
Phenomenon.
channel.
Ooh.
That's actually
which
crazy.
makes it one of our most viewed videos on our entire channel.
Is it really?
I feel like
One
it's,
of the yeah
it's
yeah
one of the most iconic stick figure animations in stick figure history.
yeah. I don't know if you knew
Yeah.
that, Endo, but like Beard Ninja
Oh, really?
is very very popular.
Oh yeah.
Huge. It's huge.
Um, but yeah, like let's just talk about like your whole process up, coming to Beard Ninja and you making it. Because the theme of Beard Ninja is so weird. It's so random. It's like a time traveling bearded warrior.
Yeah.
And then it has like robots. It has clones. You got time traveling. This weird story with the mad scientist. It's like it's all over the place, but it's like it's so good at the same time and entertaining. So
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to ask, like, what inspired Beard Ninja to actually just come out of your mind?
It's funny because like that you say it's kind of a mishmash because it really is like so many different elements and I'm like, I like that, I like that. Let's just put it all in.
Yeah.
I look
I
at this
mean-
scene. Why did I do this? It's like
So good though. Like no one
Yeah,
was doing
it's
this
so
at
good.
this level though. You know what I mean? Back then, no one was taking like photos and like incorporating such like insane elements all together and just like nonstop wackiness.
It just feels
Yeah,
so
like-
homemade.
Yeah, go ahead, Endo.
I think with everything I made, I always tried to do at least one thing new that I hadn't done before, or like just try something. Like obviously stay true to my stuff, but like, yeah. Also, why?
I mean, even that sword.
Yeah, I remember that was crazy.
Actually, that was always a fun thing, drawing like little weapons and stuff for.
Yeah, I mean that was like the huge thing with RSG and Dojo Duels was like who has the coolest weapon, and like
Yeah.
coolest designs and stuff. But like I feel like this has so much Samurai Jack vibes when it comes
Yeah.
to just like the theme because it's like it's so similar. So I'm wondering if you got like inspiration from that.
Definitely Samurai Jack vibes, for sure. And I always loved it so much because as a kid, it was playing on a TV channel in New Zealand that was like, it's like a paid subscription that we never really had. So I guess it made me like it more whenever I got little like bits of Samurai Jack content. I didn't really have, YouTube. I can just look it up either
Yeah.
back then. So
Yeah, I was a huge fan of it, Samurai Jack too, and like just seeing those themes into a stick figure animation with all this crazy gore and stuff. Like with the eyeball popping out, it's almost like it's like comical and like it's funny.
Nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, nothing. We were just kids back then, man. We loved this kind of stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
So like ever since this was released 1 and 2, I know you probably get a lot of questions, but we have to ask, is there any more Beard Ninja to come in the future?
Yeah, definitely. The problem is it's such like and definitely not to this level, but I feel like it's like a Half-Life 3 moment where I'm overthinking how I need to like make sure it's good enough to be, because it ended pretty well, so you don't want to like make something that just kind of tarnishes it, I guess.
Yeah.
True. I mean that it's huge pressure, especially when you didn't really expect to get like a huge following behind it. You're just making it for fun back then.
Yeah, actually like Ninja 1 and 2, I both like did chunks and then had quite substantial breaks. For whatever reason, and then I'd go back to it. So especially 2, I think you can notice like by the end, there's a bit of a quality increase in certain things.
Oh yeah.
It's like over time, I remember I did a huge chunk of it, dropped it, and then actually it was like 2013 when I was working with McCall in Sweden. We'd just like hang out and animate. So I started back up on it back then.
Oh,
And then I took another break and I finished it in 2015.
got it.
Yeah.
You actually released a teaser not too long ago, right?
Oh, that's my cue.
Or
The teaser for 3.
Yeah, I think there's a teaser that was released a while
Oh.
ago.
2 years
Not very many
ago.
people have seen this. This is a deep cut. This is nuts.
Make sure. Okay.
I mean, it's on his channel, but
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that song. Oh, that song.
Oh,
Dude, that is so cool.
See, I thought this was like a bit. I thought this was like a joke, like an April Fool's kind of thing.
I think it was. Wasn't it? Was
Dude.
it?
Yeah, it was released on March 31st of 2022.
Yeah.
oh,
I was so
no,
sad.
did I get it wrong?
Yeah, you're ahead of us. Remember?
Yeah,
He's
you're
like,
in
I'm
the
trying to time this
future.
right. I gotta
so
time
was-
this right.
like,
Dang
quickly-
it!
I disregarded this because like, oh, it's just a bit. I mean, it looks really sick.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a bit. Maybe it was.
To be honest, it's like half and half because I wasn't intending it to be like just a troll thing. I was actually testing how I want it to look
Yeah.
because I love like traditional stick stuff, but I think with all the skills I've grown now, I kind of wanted to like elevate it to just the extreme. And even though it's kind of like it might not look completely the same to people because it's not the exact same art style, I was trying to figure out ways of making him look like the classic Bear Ninja, but in this new 3D kind of.
I mean, like I said this before, but like, it doesn't matter what medium you use, Endo. Like, your animations will always look like
Endo.
Endo.
Yeah, you
Even
can't.
if it's
You
3D.
literally can't hide it. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't think you have to worry about that, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that is true because I couldn't hide Johnson from you guys. So
I mean, hey, art
Bagoose isn't
art
good
is an
enough, dude.
identity in a weird way.
yeah,
God damn it, Bagoose.
But yeah, there's a bit of a quality jump between the end of Beard Ninja 2 and this teaser. So you must have been busy.
yeah.
meantime.
I have been a little bit busy. It's kind of been crazy. So I don't know if you want to talk about like that, but it's basically I've been working at an agency in Australia, and it's kind of forced me to do all sorts of different styles like After Effects, puppeted animation, and then like slowly, especially after Blender got really good, and it was so much easier to sort of learn. Started doing heaps more 3D stuff, and then I think I realized, yeah, I really dig doing 3D because I actually did a 1-year diploma like in 2012, I think. But the tutors there made it sound like such an awful industry to get in, so I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Huh.
And then I just parked it for a while.
Dang.
Gotcha.
I mean, like the bowling animations here were pretty, like, dude, that made me laugh
Dude, they're
because
so
like
good.
whenever I see a bowling animation in the bowling alleys, I've always thought like, dude, this would be like the perfect job for Endo. You actually did make bowling animation.
Yeah,
So funny.
I think it was trending at the time as well, and I saw a bunch of funny ones. So I'm like, oh, this is. And then I came up with the idea of the TIE fighter like being shot and bowling out.
That's so high
I've never
quality,
seen
dude.
It's
Like,
so-
look at that.
You haven't seen this? Oh
No,
my
I
god,
haven't.
dude. I'm just sad
Oh.
that it's not actively being used at a bowling alley. Like
know.
I assume it's not, and it's such a crime that it isn't.
Oh, there's
It's
probably
so
also
good.
copyright, but yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's funny.
good, dude.
It's
Disney
funny. It's like
lawyers.
it's minutes long. You get like a spare, and you're sitting here for like watching a full length film in between
You
your
just
next
play
bowl.
one round of bowling, you get a movie.
Yeah, you just sit down,
Damn.
turn the lights off, and just buckle up, watch the show.
Wow.
That's so good.
So cool.
Yeah, so are you in the industry for 3D or 2D, or what do you do in the industry now?
It's more like a generalist, I guess, because the agency is kind of like just dependent on what clients really want. So you can get all sorts of random projects where it's like really simple, like 2D animation where there's not even enough time to, animate it properly, or it's like sometimes you'll get really high grade 3D visualizations, and you just get to kind of go all out. So it's just a really broad range, and I think over the years I've been able to sort of learn on the job as well. So I've just been slowly getting tons of
like
knowledge.
the things that we're seeing right now is from Clear Vision, right? Like one of your first gigs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember this game. It was one of the most popular stick figure games out there during the Flash era.
Wow.
And it got like millions and millions of downloads.
Yeah, he made it.
Such a
He
good
made
game,
it
man.
out. He made it out with this one, dude.
Yeah,
And I feel like you made the game so much better because like it has like all those cutscenes and everything,
Yeah, and the like the guy Dan who was working for, he just like loved stick figure animations with like stories and cutscenes and stuff. So he was all about that as well, and just fully wanted to make this epic. And because he was building it in Flash, it kind of let us make the most of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
do you work do you work with a larger team now?
It's only a team of 4, but sometimes we will be working on things together, or sometimes I'll just do like a project on my own. It just kind of like it's not a good answer, but it just really depends. Like on certain circumstances, like After Effects, for example, someone could be making assets, and then I would slowly be putting them in, animating it.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Got it. Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Nice. How do you feel stick figure animation influenced your work today, like in the stuff that you do now?
I think just like 100%. I wouldn't even have this. Yeah, I don't like. What's funny? My animation reel I sent to this company was like predominantly stick figure stuff.
Yeah.
But luckily, he's like, we obviously wouldn't make any of this, but I can see that you understand movement and stuff, because even though they're stick figures, you can kind of just, I don't know, I guess it's understanding the animation principles and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, that's the only thing that shows when you show a stick figure animation is just like how much animation that you can do within that medium. So I think that could definitely impress a lot of people, especially if they're looking for something specific.
Yeah, I think it's just completely sent my life in this direction, having like the stick community and stuff like that. It would have been totally different.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think.
Same here.
Because we used to just like sit there and practice and just make little tests like all day. Every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what happened to me as well. Like, 1 minute you're just, animating with your friends on collabs and stuff. And then all of a sudden you get like a random opportunity, whether it be like a Twitter DM or an email or something like that, of like some kind of thing that they want you to work on, and then you do it, and then it, like one thing leads to another, and then all of a sudden you're just in the industry now.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it can happen, because that's basically what happened for Clear Vision for me. At the time when he first messaged, we were just doing it remotely. I was just like, yeah, that sounds like a fun project. Sounds awesome. And then I didn't actually realize until he had released the game, like how popular it was.
Yeah, it's huge. It was literally like one of the biggest games during that time.
Yeah,
which
it was really big.
crazy.
Yeah, and that's what led. There was a second one that I missed because I was doing my study, and then we eventually worked on the third one with McCool. And we went to Sweden for that, so it was just like my first time in Europe. It was just crazy. Oh my god, look at the stuff.
Yeah, I was just watching that.
It's the
Anyway,
first time I'm seeing
Anyway.
any of this game. It just existed.
Oh my god. Damn.
Damn.
So yeah, like it's crazy because Mikko is kind of like on the other side of things in the anime industry. Well, I wouldn't say completely anime, but like working for Flying Bark and all that. And it's crazy how you guys have kind of grown up in parallel, working on different things after you've both worked together and kind of branched off into different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so cool.
And I think it's awesome that he's not just doing effects now. He's like also doing character frames and stuff. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Dude, he's like in a leadership position now. It's crazy. Like he's not
That's insane.
he's not like in the trenches, so to speak. He's kind of like in a very high position now, which is so cool.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta catch up with him, like with both of you guys together. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great. And like, it's funny because you know how you guys are saying you can't really hide your style, and this is definitely a positive. But I remember watching, what was it, Marvel What If? And there was some explosions there, and I was like, "That's no way, no
Dude,
way."
I did the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that can't be Mikkel's explosion, right?
Dude.
No
Yeah.
way.
And then I think I eventually ended up talking to him just a little while later. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm actually in Sydney working for the guys who did it." I'm like, "That is crazy."
Yeah, man. It seems all the jobs are up in freaking Australia.
What's going on?
Yeah, you see it. You just sit there and you watch and you see those frames that look so familiar, and it's legitimately the Leo DiCaprio meme where you're like sitting forward. Wait a minute, wait, and you point at the screen.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that. Yeah, it has to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I believe you released something on your channel like a week ago.
Oh yeah,
It's
That's true.
and I'm sorry to say it's not what some people may be expecting, but it's what I've been sort of chipping away at for a while.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
long
what
have you
is
been
it?
working on this before we say what it is?
It's since the when was Helldivers released? I can't remember.
It's been more than a
Maybe
few
like-
months now, right? Like 6,
Maybe like 6 months.
maybe 4 months, 5 months.
March 2015.
Yeah, about.
Yeah. So I think,
Yeah.
well, basically, played Helldivers 2. Amazing. I feel like the goofiness of it really resonated with me. So I had to. And I also found a community where they sort of just rip the game assets. So I'm like, okay, this is great because obviously there's a lot of things in 3D that take ages, and this
Yeah.
sort of made it possible to pull this off by myself. So
Got it.
So yeah, you have a Helldivers 2 teaser.
yes.
So
Yeah,
is
let's watch it.
Is this just an independent animation, or should I just shut up and play it? I haven't seen
Let's
it.
just watch it, dude. Let's just watch it.
Okay.
All right. Let me pause the music again. Here we go.
So these are like
that's-
actual game assets they're using here.
Yeah, so the guy and the monsters are, but everything is homemade.
So it's so Endo.
This is
funny
so,
the humor
yeah.
though.
I know, dude. You can
It's-
see it. I'm
You
saying.
still see it, and literally every aspect has changed otherwise, but
Wow.
it still can't hide the Endo-ness to it.
It's funny because like, the only thing that changes is like just the quality of the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I love the bounce of each movement. It's so wonderfully exaggerated.
So good.
Wow.
Thanks. Yeah, I find animating in 3D is definitely a whole different beast, but it's very fun too, and it's kind of nice in the sense that you can kind of go over in passes and always push it more, I guess, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of times where I'll animate something and then okay, it's looking alright, but then you go in and push some poses and it's like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
the stuff. The stuff.
I mean, like, even these like monsters and stuff, you can just see like how much emotions that you can put into like a faceless
Yeah.
freaking cockroach thing, like just dancing. It's so. I feel like only you can do something like that.
I know.
But yeah, that's really cool, man. So like, this is kind of like a teaser. So are you planning to finish this animation and like release it down the line or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, so it's almost there. I just had enough to put like a good enough teaser together, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be probably around 1.5 to 2 minutes, the full thing.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a surprise, I guess. That's not
Very
shown
well
on here.
timed too, because the game literally got good again. I
Oh my
guess.
Yeah,
god,
That's what
I
I've
was so
heard.
scared. I was so scared
Oh, yeah,
because
was that
I've
the
been-
game that had like the I forget what issue it was, but it was like God, I really forget the details. I just know it was
It forced
controversial for a bit.
people to like sign up for a
Oh,
Sony
the
account or something
PlayStation
like
thing.
that.
Yeah.
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 And I think a lot of people got upset because their balance methodology was more like, instead of making this gun as strong as another gun, they'll go, oh, we'll just nerf that other gun.
Yeah.
And it kind of kept going.
Yeah. So they nerfed a bunch of things and it kind of ruined the kind of like the overall vibes of the game. But then they just recently updated it where they just like buffed literally everything, and now everyone's kind of just playing it again. And I've seen it in the dojo too. I see people just like playing Helldivers 2 all the time now,
Yeah.
Wow.
which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's a great game, and I was definitely freaking out when people started just like dropping it, because I'm like, oh no, I have this thing.
Yeah, dude.
It's so cool,
That's-
guys. It's so cool. Remember?
Yeah, that's the thing about animation, dude. Like, you need time to cook it.
Yeah.
But if it's not relevant anymore, it's just like, oh man, it's the worst feeling, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna need to get a commission for Helldivers 3, and I'll do it ahead of time.
Hey, you never know.
Just the way
They
it
might
goes.
reach out to you, dude. They might.
Yeah. For something like this, if it catches the right people, they're gonna see them like, oh my god, we have to find who did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a tricky thing, eh? Sorry to interrupt. I was just gonna say,
Oh,
like, spreading, like, I guess getting a lot of people to see it. It feels quite hard in a saturated market with YouTube algorithms and just
Yeah.
all of that.
Like,
Rather than
you
just-
almost have to, like, when it comes to like viral videos, you almost have to just have people rip it and then post it on TikTok and stuff like that, and then it gets viral
Yeah.
over there, and then they kind of
Mhm.
people, like the leftover people that actually want to do research, kind of go back to your channel and stuff like that. But yeah,
So many steps nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Well, I think we're going to move on to the last couple segments today. We're going to look at some art features, and Sarah is going to be taking some questions in chat. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some art. We have 3 features today. This first one's by
Some juice.
Adrenaline
Oh, this is so
Exiles.
Dude, I love this one. I love this one. Dude, you could put this on like a t-shirt and sell it at Uniqlo or something. Like I've seen
Yeah, it's really
I've seen
cool.
merch
for
like
sure,
this.
definitely.
But yeah, I like how the hair kind of looks like a dead forest. Almost looks like a forest spirit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's got good colors too. I like the color scheme, the red, black, like part of the yellow.
Yeah,
like
very
beige.
good, dude.
Very great. All right, our next one is by Orasara. Apologies if I said that wrong.
Hey, just in time for Halloween.
Boopy, yeah.
The candy corn.
The candy
no.
corn. Have you guys
Don't
had
get me
candy corn?
started, man.
what do you mean? What do you have to say about candy corn?
Dude,
Oh, you were asleep for it.
yeah, you were. Yeah, it was a whole thing, dude. Candy
It was
corn.
like-
We had a whole discussion.
Okay, Endo. Okay, Endo. Do you like candy corn?
I don't know if I've actually had the exact one that you're talking about because we kind
Really?
of like different. It's probably the same here. It's just called something else.
Hmm,
It's
interesting.
like
Is it
this
like the
candy that
hot-
he's about to eat. This thing.
Those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They look like
I
that.
don't think we have that exactly here, but I've definitely seen it like in.
Dude, can I tell you how I feel about candy corn?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
I think it's okay. Okay, just hear me out, okay? Before you say anything, all right? I think it's good, all right?
Yes.
But
Okay, sorry.
but you can't eat the whole thing, all right? You gotta nibble. You gotta nibble it. You know, you gotta have it a little bit at a time. Savor the slight sweetness, right? And then just pretend like you're eating a crayon, but it's like a good crayon.
Dude, the whole world has gone insane. Okay, candy corn is
No.
barely in a food category. It is.
No.
It is
No,
like
you're
dude,
unedible.
you're eating it
judgy.
wrong.
You're just
Crazy.
judgy, dude.
It's
You know, now that you
crazy.
say that you nibble on it, I remember very distinctly as a kid nibbling on candy corn. instead
Yeah,
of
you're-
eating them.
Yes, dude.
That's the only way to
Just-
do it. You have to
it
eat
just
the. You
feels
have to eat
better.
the chunks. You do
Oh,
have to
so
eat
now,
the chunks.
so now you agree.
I had
with
it.
us
That's how I
still.
know how bad it is. No, I can agree
Oh
that
my-
if you're going to eat it, you have to eat the segmented colors, but it is still hot garbage, dude.
It is
It's
not
good.
that
It's good.
bad.
There's no other candy like it. There's no other candy like it.
Okay.
Like,
We'll continue this on a future
Yeah,
non-guest
yeah.
episode.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
We will come
Another
back
2
to this
This is
discussion.
another 2-hour episode of
This
Candy Corn
is
Omen.
not over.
This is not over.
Last art is
Yo!
by Jackal
Oh,
Arts.
damn.
hey, yo, Daddy Falco.
Hell yeah.
That's sick.
Speaking of Samurai Jack.
Yeah, similar vibes to the
Mm.
first art piece somehow. Like I don't know if it's like the
Yeah,
style or
it's just a
colors or
lot
what.
more. I think it's just the red on brighter colors
Yeah, very
Yeah,
cool.
with like some
This is
darker
nice.
tones.
Good shading on the outfit
It
too.
looks like a female.
I don't know.
Got those like seductive. Okay.
Or it could just be.
Maybe I'm exploring avenues that I didn't know existed.
yeah, get this guy out of here.
You're learning about yourself. Wait, look at the clipped wings too. I think it's cool. You can see how that's like
Oh, wow.
stubs.
Oh,
Wait.
dude.
So they're a bird, but it looks like they have like wolf hands.
Kind of, yeah. But then they had wings, but they've been chopped off.
Weird.
Yeah, homunculus.
Homunculus.
That has been his favorite.
That's our
word
new
recently.
word. Yeah.
Not our word. That's been his
Yeah.
word.
Dude, nobody
Yeah.
knows what we're talking.
Nobody knows, dude.
Behind the scenes,
Yeah.
at least in the last 3 days, I've heard him
Yeah.
say homunculus no more than like 10, 20 times.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, man,
yeah.
hey, man. We're spoilers, man. Spoilers. Moving on. That looks really good, though. That's probably.
Yeah,
my
I like
favorite
that.
part today.
Jackal art's really cool.
All right.
Yeah. So if you guys want to have your art featured in the next podcast, make sure to join the Discord and post your art in the art. What's it called? Art portal. Art portal.
Yeah.
Also the
Yeah.
art portal.
Yeah.
Art gateway.
And yeah, you might be featured on the next episode. But yeah, good art, everybody.
All right. Well, we're gonna
And
move on.
make sure to include candy corn.
Oh yes, candy.
Yeah. Put some candy corn in there, and then
We'll
fight about
do
it
all
again.
of the
We'll
all the
fight
candy
about it.
corn art features in the next like guest list episode.
Yeah.
We'll have a whole segment dedicated to arguing about it. We'll get super loud.
Exactly,
We'll pull
dude.
Sereth back in there just for candy corn.
Yeah.
I want to know Sarah's take as well. We gotta plan this.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, first question comes from pardon me, Hamstring. Question for Endo.
What was that?
I
Sorry, go
choked on my words. I'm sorry. Question for Endo: will Beard Ninja be a 2D and 3D film at the same time?
Ooh.
Good question. I actually was playing with. I guess like that teaser is kind of one of the ones where it's full 3D, and I've been toying with how to keep that 2D look to it, but maybe make it 3D. And I think I'm gonna settle on 3D for this one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, are you most comfortable with 3D now, like compared to animate?
Yeah, like, and it's so funny because every time I go back, I'm like, oh wow, I remember this.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just like, oh, that's not in a bad way either. It's just like, it feels nostalgic and beautiful, and also like completely different because I've just been in this 3D world.
Oh, okay. I thought you would be like, I thought your reaction would be like, oh man, what is this shit, man? I can't do anything in this rocket anymore.
Yeah, and Animate's got good, like the new one's got good features, but nothing will replace our dear Flash 8 Pro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man.
So good,
You
dude.
know,
Everyone still loves it.
Yeah,
I hate
Beard
Flash
Ninja
8,
2 was
honestly,
made
but I can go about
exclusively.
that.
I
Oh
think.
yeah. Wait, really?
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
I think Flash 8 is great, and I think it's more stable than even the oldest versions of Adobe Animate. I mean, the recent versions are terrible. Like, I love some of the new features that they've added, but it is so frustrating sometimes when things just don't work like they should because they keep adding new features and don't fix the ones that have been there since the beginning.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fully agree. Yeah.
I think the more updates Windows has, the worse Flash 8 gets because just it keeps
Yeah.
getting more incompatible with the latest
Yeah.
Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it got
I
to
think
the
that's
point where.
why.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you go.
I was just gonna say that's why I eventually switched to Animate
Yeah.
because there were certain things in Flash 8 that stopped working. Like I think it was just simple stuff like scrolling your layers. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it got to a point for me where I don't know what happened. I blame one of my friends for this, but I think it was completely unrelated. But it does not even open on my computer anymore.
Wow.
Dang.
Oh, that's
So
sad.
even if I wanted to use Flash 8, like it makes it so difficult because of how old outdated it is. But yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Next question.
Yeah, next question. iRock Studios asks Endo, do you have any advice for making a face style for stick figures that blends well? And how exactly did you figure out yours?
That is a good question.
True.
I think, yeah, for me, I definitely looked at other people's face styles, and I tried to do something slightly different, even though you can't be like, I guess the inventor of a stick figures are quite simple. But some people would do like really detailed, more anime-esque ones, and I think I just liked, even though I did line for all of my stuff, I liked being able to have the fluidity, I guess, of the brush to just draw some crazy faces. And I think a lot of the inspiration for my crazy faces were probably from Newgrounds.
Yeah.
You get some really good ones out
Mhm.
there. And I guess for me, I tried a few, and then eventually something sticks. You just kind of feel it in your balls. No.
Yeah.
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 I really recommend just testing different styles and seeing which one fits with you more. And it's like,
Yeah.
feels good to draw. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's as simple as you draw whatever inspires you, and then naturally over time it will bleed into your own style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
100%.
great way to put it.
Yeah, as long as the creativity is coming from your balls. If it's not, then
From-
you're going to rethink your
You
process.
gotta dig deep. You gotta
You
dig
gotta
very
dig,
deep.
you gotta dig deep. That's where it comes from.
All right, Sebastian S asks for Endo, will you ever do anything with Chuck or Johnson again, or are they just gonna do nothing for the rest of the time?
That's just, damn.
In their words, not mine.
Another great question, and I actually remember when that random guy Bagoose started doing animations. He told me he was gonna do a sequel, but it just didn't happen. So I think there's room for Johnson to thrust himself
Thrust
into the world of
again,
animation. And Chuck, absolutely. There's been so many things that, like, I actually wish I did more like RHGs and stuff with him.
Chuck
Hey,
is so
man.
great, dude.
Never too late. Never too late.
It's never too late. You should. You know what you should do? You should contact Bagoose and you should collab. I think you
Oh,
guys,
man.
dude.
Chuck
you-
versus
dude.
Johnson.
Chuck
Chuck
versus-
versus Johnson
Holy
would go
shit.
so hard, dude. Oh my god.
Oh
That's
man,
it.
I'm gonna have to make 2 separate duels. I mean,
What was one released, and then 6 months later, his response. That's so weird how they were.
yeah. And I'll do mine first. I'll be like, this Bagoose guy, huh? Not very punctual.
Start your own fake online beef. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. All right. We'll do a more fun one. Miffy asks, "What's your guys' favorite food or dishes to cook?"
That's a good one. Do you want me to start?
Go.
Yeah, go.
Yes.
Yeah, start with Endo.
I've actually been. It's probably because I'm married and old now, but I love doing slow cooked beef brisket.
Oh,
Like barbecue.
yeah.
Civilized
Yeah.
man.
That is it's great. You just chuck it on in the morning, and then it just does its thing. And then you put some mashed potato with it and a little bit of greens, so you feel healthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Slow cooker's
man,
so
I-
nice.
I'm lazy now, so I get the big old meat log from Walmart, the 10-pound meat log. Just put that in the pot.
Why?
Are you eating
jostle
dog food?
around a little bit, add some rice, and yeah, that's a good meal right there.
Hi, sir. I'd like your guys' meat log.
Yeah.
You haven't seen those, the Walmart meat logs?
I know what you're talking
No,
about.
yeah.
They make like they have the print of the meat on the
Like
outside of the
ground
package.
beef, yeah, the
It's
ground
like a
beef, yeah.
baseball bat of ground beef. Yeah.
You gotta be careful who you ask for their meat log.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, hey, you guys, hold on. Where's your guys' meat logs?
Costco used to have the biggest one, but they discontinued it. I'm not even lying. I'm not even
meat
lying.
log.
You comparing meat,
Ah.
comparing meat between stores.
Oh man, I can't have your beef if it's not in a log form. It was a square cutouts. I hate this.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
actually like huge. Like I don't know if
Oh
you
my
guys seen
God.
Costco's meat logs, but they were such a good deal too. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's gone now.
And before Hyun got lazy, he actually used to have a hydraulic press in his house, and he'd just like meat there.
Yeah, man.
So to clarify, your favorite meal is just meat log with rice?
Meat log with rice. Yeah, that's my survival meal. Yeah, it's always pulled through.
Oh, dude.
Wow. Stone, what's yours?
So this is, I don't know if it's my favorite, but one thing I've been doing recently that's really easy to do is I'll get like Costco has the non-breads. They're like, flat breads.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I'll get some flatbreads, and then I have a can of Rouse, which is like the like a spaghetti sauce.
Aroused?
And yeah. And I'll just spoon some onto a few non breads, and I'll season the hell out of it and put some mozzarella on it, and then I bake that, and I have like basically like homemade pizzas kind of, but like on the fly, and I can put whatever I want on them. So like
Okay.
sometimes I'll just like I'll decorate it with a bunch of different seasonings or a few different cheeses or like pepperoncinis or something. So like I don't know, freestyling flatbreads is my thing right now.
Interesting.
Oh man, that sounds so good.
Some
Yeah.
warehouse pizzas.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, roast pizza sauce.
Mine's fairly similar. My favorite food and dish to cook is French bread pizza. It's
Dude, let's
so
go.
good. Oh my god! Like you get a good. So I'm in Colorado, and we have King Supers here. It's like it's a grocery store like Walmart, Target, yada yada. I think they have like one outside of Colorado, so it's technically an international, a countrywide grocery store. Anyway,
Yeah.
but you get French bread from there specifically because theirs is good. Cut it in half, toast it at 400 for 4 minutes, and then you get like a couple cans of tomato paste, mix it with some water to loosen it up, some Italian seasoning, and that's your pizza sauce. Spread that across the French bread, and then mozzarella, and then whatever other toppings you want. Put it in the oven for 15 more minutes. I had an entire French bread pizza to myself in like a day.
Dude, we need to trade
because they are huge.
Jeez.
We need to trade. We're doing the same thing with like slightly different details. We're gonna trade
man.
lunches.
I'll try your naan. You try my French.
Yeah,
bread.
I'm gonna French bread. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna French bread. You gotta get some naan. I'll
Alright.
get some French bread. We'll
Alright.
swap.
Damn, y'all
Awesome.
are eating good over there, man. What the heck? I'm surviving out here. But,
He's just writing
Meat long rice.
do you know how I make my pizzas? I throw cheese in a pot with the pepperonis, right? And then I put a tortilla, like a burrito tortilla on top. Wait till the cheese turns black, and then I attempt to flip it over, but I always fail, so it just turns into like I don't even know what the heck.
It's no wonder
It's not a
I've been
pizza
sleeping
anymore,
for
but I still
over
eat
a
it.
week.
Black and cheese tortilla pizza.
What the hell?
Hey, those are my pizzas though. It's
No,
still good
hell
though.
yeah.
It's still
Ken,
good.
if we meet, I gotta make you. It's
Dude.
on you two. I gotta make you guys some. French
Yeah,
bread
we're gonna
pizza,
make you a real
We'll make
not
you
real
a real
pizza.
pizza.
None of us
I
made
appreciate that.
actual pizza, but tortilla
Yeah,
is
no, I don't know how to
wild.
make real- all right. We'll move on.
Wait until the cheese is black. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
All right. Mollis
My more
Animates.
favorite food, beat tornado. No.
Mollis Animates asks for Endo, how do you maintain such a consistent style of comedic timing / antics throughout the years? Also, thanks so much for the awesome animes. They have been such a great inspiration for us.
Oh, thanks. That's very lovely. I guess I really haven't. I don't know how I haven't changed or evolved my style. I'm not really sure. I really wish I could answer and say what exactly I do to get the comedic timing and stuff, but it just feels, I guess when you're storyboarding is probably a great way to get the initial feel of it, really, where it's just like single frame transitions. Maybe you can add like a little bounce, and that's just how I do the process of timing for like even that Helldivers thing. There's a whole storyboard, and I guess it kind of solidifies the vibe of it straight away. But yeah, I guess stay true to yourself.
Dude, I think the one topic, the one advice I'd give to people who want to focus on comedy, right, or comedic timing, is just watch the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob. I swear to God.
Oh my
No,
god,
for real.
absolutely.
I swear to God, the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob is literally the peak of comedic timing and writing. Nothing else in this world will ever beat it until I say so. Because it's just that good. So like, if you really want to focus on comedy, dude, all you need to do is watch SpongeBob and study how they do.
You're not wrong.
Their jokes. Yeah, 100%. I'm not even like being like I'm not even joking. It's so good.
It sounds
Actually, that's a
silly,
good
but that's
point.
because it is silly. That's the
It
point.
is.
Exactly.
Wow,
Yeah.
Maybe that's like
SpongeBob's
a
timing is-
subconscious inspiration for me as well,
Mhm.
because I do love SpongeBob.
It is
Yeah, dude.
really great.
Dude, I watched SpongeBob religiously as a kid, and like, I mean, I don't want to say that I'm a funny guy, but you know, like a lot of my inspiration does come from SpongeBob.
Yeah. You're a pretty funny guy.
Hey,
Meat log. All you have to do is get to meat log and realize how funny it is, dude.
I mean, those are just my daily struggles. I don't know why that's funny, but yeah, please donate, guys.
Hey, we got a $2 donation.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, we're popping off, dude.
No
All right.
way, dude. That's insane.
We got a $2 donation from Yang. They want to ask Ento what inspired you to make animation.
Oh wow. I think it's definitely seeing other people making stuff online, and in the early days when I had no idea how to do it myself, things like really classic Zhao Zhao, stickdeath.com, any stick fight really, and then it just kind of sent me on a warpath to figure out how to do that myself.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how we all kind of started. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
any like general animation media, it just like speaks to you, you know. Like I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, inspiration can come from anything, you know. And if you feel like if it wells up something in you and gets you excited, then that is your inner self reaching out, trying to say, "Hey, like, use this." It's like it's an energy resource. It feels like to me. Like whenever I see something that gets me inspired, it's like it fills quickly and then it'll start depleting slowly over time. So you can decide to use that meter to create something or not. You know, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
All right, we'll do a couple more questions and then we'll call it. Pardon me. Random Peruvian asks a question for Endo. How did you meet Hyun, and how did the idea of the video for Hyun's birthdays come up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's
Those
a
are
wild
iconic
ride.
to me.
I think we met. I'm not sure which forum it was, but it must have been when you'd posted Drunk Stick, or maybe like one of your smaller animations here.
Yeah. I don't know when that was
probably...
either. It was probably stick page. Stick page Fluidanims era.
Yeah, maybe Fluidanims actually. I feel like I was more active on there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think I just slid in those DMs and I was like, hey.
Dude, that's literally what happened. Like,
Yeah.
he just popped up and I'm like, yo, what's up? And then one thing led to another, and like pretty soon we're in Skype calls and he's just farting into the mic, and I'm just like, what the heck is this dude doing? That's pretty cool. And then
Pretty cool. I like this.
Then we started playing Borderlands together, and like a lot of memes came up with Borderlands, and we started, and then he started like proposing to me through Valentine's Day animations and birthday animations. And that's history, dude. Do you know, Endo? Like they still ship our characters.
Yeah, I think I actually even spotted a comment much earlier. Why Chuck and Yo-Yo so gay?
yeah. That's because of you, man. That's because of your animations, dude.
Yeah.
I still see it, man. Sometimes I see too much and I have to close the browser for the day, you know?
Too much. I see too much.
Yeah. There's some fan art that definitely is close to crossing the line, but nothing could ever do it, I think. Anything's out there.
Of course not. Of course not. But yeah, that's how it pretty much started.
Wow.
That's the story.
So wholesome. So nice.
Yes.
Okay. We got one last one. We'll take a little bit more of a serious turn here for the final question. Lava Lamb Chops asks, what is the most important thing for stick figure animators like myself who want to freelance or find work in the future?
Oh yeah, that is a really good question, because that's kind of basically what happened to me. I was always really worried applying for different animation studios that like didn't. Well, obviously, there's not really many animation studios that like were looking for stick figures, but for me, I just made a reel with all my best stuff anyway, even though it was predominantly stick figure. And I think, like we said, it's really hard to not see the value in someone like hitting animation principles and just getting good movement, timing, and poses. I think they'll like a good studio will be able to see that above anything else. But if there's something really specific that you want to do, I'd recommend trying to like train for that specific thing.
Yeah.
Whether it be like anime, full body, or effects, or 3D animation. Yeah.
Yeah, I can speak on the other side of that as well, since I work for Alan, and I'm actually on the hiring side of things.
Oh yeah.
What I look
Yeah,
for
true.
when onboarding animators, and I assume this is also what other hiring studios look for as well, they look for a really good demo reel or portfolio. So focus on building up that. Make a test animation or two of you experimenting with some other effects, something that you want to try and do. Because the broader range of things that you can do looks the better. But if you also want to get really good at one specific thing, that looks equally as good, equally as impressive. And another thing, post your animations online somewhere. I think Twitter is the most frequent one at the moment. YouTube and Twitter are the two most frequent ones that I see. But then that also gives us access to scroll through your channel and just see what you've been working on. So really the best thing you could do is just keep making things.
Yep. I agree. I think like there's only so much you can do when it comes to like, I don't know, getting connections and stuff and like going in that way. But like at the end of the day, when it comes to like a creative field like animation especially, you just need like a really good portfolio for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's always people who are looking for work, and even in the stick figure community, there's a surprising number of options for stick figures. Though I wouldn't recommend it yet for most people. It is a valid option for some people. So if that's something that you really want to do, then I think that's something that you're gonna have to. It's like it's more of like a who you know situation. But there's still
that is true. Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, good questions, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some fun questions. This has been a fun episode.
It has.
Oh, I don't want it to end, you know.
I know, dude, but it's gotta end though.
Oh,
now we gotta end.
I'm
Now we gotta
actually
end.
leaving now. Fuck you. It's fun doing this podcast without me.
I gotta recover from that. Yeah, this is the most critical, important part of our episode. We're very good at it. This is, of course, the end of the podcast. But before we go, we need to let you know that next week, for episode 14, we're going to have Gilded Guy and Rebonculus joining us.
Yes, let's
Hooray!
go.
Damn, hype.
And as always, please leave a comment on the video after it's posted live, or after the live is done, because we read the comments and it helps shape the show, and we love seeing all of the things that you guys have to say about the episodes. And yeah, wait, was there like one? There was like one thing. Was one other thing? I think.
Oh yeah, there was a thing.
I think you.
Oh yeah.
There was a. Let me remember. Oh, that's right. Hang on. Yeah, let me play this.
Wait, what is this? Is this
Wait a minute.
What could this be?
is this a sneak peek of Beard Ninja
Oh,
Beard Ninja 3?
what? This could have been the whole episode.
What the hell is that?
My God!
That's okay.
What?
That's okay. It's fine. I could
Wait,
do
did we?
that.
Wait, is it ended? Wait, were we supposed
Yeah,
to
it
end?
ended. It ends so abruptly. Let me turn the loop
Are you
off.
sure it ended?
Yeah, let me turn the loop off. You'll see.
Wait, is it still live? I thought we were. We're supposed to.
Oh my,
Yep, that's it.
dude. Oh my, dude, that's
Oh my God, dude.
insane.